Afternoon. Right, Junk Journal January, organised by Meg Journals. I'll try and remember to link her YouTube down below, because then you can follow her links to get the list. So the first page is resolutions, and we just keep going basically. So yeah, I tend not to make resolutions, I'll be honest with you. I do try and set myself goals, so I'll probably just stick on that anyway. So this was the one I did in July, which was okay, but it's the same old story. I don't get much time, I'll be honest with you, to do stuff. So I was about to chuck away this piece of junk mail. If you watched my last video, this is one I couldn't find. It was downstairs. I know. And I thought this would be really nice size to work on. Plus it uses a piece of what was going to end up in the bin, basically, paper. It's safety instructions for something. And I can't remember what it's for. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to use that. So it's got 36 pages in it. So if I stick two together, yeah, that was 36 individual pages. So if I stick two together, I'm still going to end up with 36 pages. Am I? And that'll be plenty. I'm just going to trust my maths there. I think it is. I pulled out some bits and bobs. One goal that I'm going to have for next year is to do more travelling. This happens to be for Paris, France, or France rather, not Paris. Europe. I couldn't find my... I've got a little map book somewhere and I can't for the life of me find it. So I thought that would be quite... that would represent the wish to travel, the same as the postcard. Okay, and then the other sort of thing I really want to get on with is doing a lot more gel printing. You know, I love gel printing, so I found some of my circle, so I thought I'd use those somehow, and maybe even the backgrounds as well. So yeah, I found some of those, so they can go on a page. The other thing I want to do, hopefully I'll get around to doing it, is I've got a lovely garden. Although I only rent, it is a lovely garden. Big, you know, size, and I've never done anything with the flower beds because I don't know, yeah, I just haven't. So I'm going to put some flowers in to represent that, and I just pulled out some bits and bobs to put on the background. And I found this gel plate print, and I don't know if I'll use it or not. So I got the messy table mat thing here, so we'll just crack on and get going. So I hope you're all well. It is the 1st of January, so Happy New Year. Yeah, it's been a weird one. 2022 was, I think, for a lot of people, a very strange year. So, and I hope 23 is going to be better. So, right, okay. I'll just do this. I might just do this all the way through without you guys. Excuse the state of my hands. I've managed to slice the top of my finger off, excuse me, on Christmas Day with a mandolin. I was prepping the veg, and we wanted nice thin carrots. And yeah, I managed to, and I think I've damaged the nerve actually. So if I look like I'm a bit handling things weirdly, it's because I really can't feel an awful lot with that finger, and if I touch something in the wrong place, it's like somebody's sending an electric current up my arm. So I might have to go to the doctors. I really don't want to. I hate doctors. No offence if you're a doctor. Right, so oh, that's Andy Harry. Okay, 35 pages. Oh heck, it's not looking good, is it? Forgot to stick this side. So oh, should I just do one page? I've got quite a bit here, haven't I? I mean, that'll take up one page. No, I'll do a double spread. Some of them I might just do a single spread. I don't know. I haven't even looked at what clues there are. So I've just thought, if you're going to do this, you need to do it now. So, because otherwise I get behind and then I think, oh, you know, oh, like you do. There's some really big names doing it this year, actually. So it's really nice that Meg's got that kind of support from the real YouTubers, if you want to call them that. Right, okay, that'll do. So, yeah, travel, flowers, and gel printing, which isn't a big challenge for me because I do love my gel printing, as you know. Oh, and gosh, I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. Lady said to me about these stickers. These, I thought they were. Well, I don't know what I didn't know what they were. They came in a tin, and I was like, I don't know. And she said, check, because some of them are dots and some are stripes. And you were dead right. Look, so dots and little stripes. So I thought I might have used some of these throughout this. We shall see. There's a lot of talking, Susan. Right. So, yeah. Travel. I'm feeling the need now. I haven't had a holiday for 14, 15 years, perhaps longer. I mean, I'm a bit of a homebod anyway, so it's not like, you know, some people, especially through the pandemic, they just almost couldn't survive because they hadn't been away on their annual holiday. That's not me. I'm not that person. But I want to do almost like more crafty travelling. So what I'm going to do is see if there's anything sorry, hang on. God, this is not tearing well. See if there's anything like, I want to say workshop-y, but not workshops. You know, things, what are they called? Oh, goodness me. Residential, you know, where you can go and stay for a week. I know there's a place in France does it, but it's not cheap. So that's the other thing, is I don't have a brass farthing most of the time. So, and I think my car's going to need some repair soon. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes anyway. It's just on my to-do list, if you like. So, this could all go horribly wrong, as it sometimes does with the gesso pot. Yeah, so, anyway, we'll see. We shall see. Maybe I'll win the lottery. Knowing my luck, I probably won't. But you've got to keep your fingers crossed for these things. Oh, heck. Here we go. Why didn't you do this before you turned the camera on? Because some people want to see everything. Now, I think I have sussed out how to speed videos up. I know a lot of people, when I sort of thought, sorry, I read that before, said please don't, because we like to see the whole process, which is fine. I really don't want to sit and have to do editing, but I will do whatever you guys want. So yeah, you'll have to get back to me. I'll see if I can do a bit of speeding up, like on boring bits or bits where it's very repetitive, like now. Dry faster. I'll prep the stuff while we're doing that. Right, so maybe I'll just do that across the 2 pages like that somehow. That's already cut, so that's ready to go. So those just need sticking on somehow. Right, let's trim you down. I might just do scissors actually. Yeah, I'm a little bit stranded with this stupid finger of mine, honestly. It's you don't realise until, you know, your index finger, the finger that is, well, as I say, until I hurt it, I didn't realise how much I used it. But it was like last week, trying to type. Holy moly, it was killing me. So yeah, it's being sadly missed. Let's say that. Right, now this, what am I going to do with you? Am I going to use you? I have a bit of a circle theme going on, aren't I, with all the... But I think I do. Do I? We'll hold on to that one. Right, I think that's dried. That's one blessing with gesso. It dries really quickly. Just wondering if I want to do any background stenciling. That's the word I was struggling with. See, I do like when you get a sheet of labels, I like the bit that's left over. See, look, I'm carrying it already. Start using it. It's only pain. Right, well, that can go there, and then maybe that one down there, and the flowers there. We're not going to need much else, are we? Right, okay. That's fine. I'll just do that. Okay, right, glue book. You get one of them. Let me pause you. Won't be a sec. Right, glue book found. It buried itself. Oh. Let's get organised. Right. I got one of these from my daughter for Christmas. One of these health watches. It's been interesting. Really, really interesting actually. Because I thought I was struggling with my sleep. But it turns out, so I'm looking for... It turns out, actually, I get more than enough. I do suffer with sleep apnea. It can be an hereditary thing, and I am convinced that my mum had it because she used to suffer awful with snoring and that, and mine, I think it's generic across the whole of sleep apnea. My esophagus collapses when I sleep, so I used to snore a lot. According to my ex-partner, I used to snore a real lot. So yeah, and that's kind of how, that's how I ended up getting diagnosed with it actually, because in a weird way it was convenient. This is a sink mat, by the way, but I'm going to use it as a stencil. It was convenient that he was 85% deaf. He had to wear hearing aids, and I said to my doctor, I said, look, you know, this chap is 85% deaf and I'm keeping him awake, so yeah, it's pretty bad. And he sort of went, oh, right. And that's how I got diagnosed anyway. So I was convinced that it wasn't working properly, but actually it turns out it is. So yeah, I'm getting enough REM sleep. I think that was the important one. So I just kept waking up feeling absolutely exhausted. That's absolutely doing nothing. I bought it for the gel plate more, so we'll scrap that. I'll link the edges when we get there. Yeah, so anyway, it's been really interesting, and I've done all my steps today. My oldest one rang this morning and she said, do you fancy a dog walk? This was like 9:30. I said, yeah, okay, yeah, lovely. Where are we going? She said, well, we're going on the moors. Now I have got a video, sorry, Dartmoor. I have got a video, I just haven't uploaded it yet, but I will upload it on. I just need to sort it out and do linking the videos. I've learnt that, if nothing else. Yes, I said, yeah, lovely, yeah, okay, great. So it was about 9:45 time she picked me up, and we got home at 1:30. Oh my lord, we went miles. My youngest daughter joined us as well because she's got the giant Hades dog, and my granddaughter Eleanor came, and obviously my daughter with her 3 dogs. And we were trying to find, I can't remember, was it last year? My youngest, Caroline, was told by a friend of hers that there's a place up on Dartmoor that has a Celtic stone circle. Well, we could never find it. We thought it was more our side of Dartmoor, which is the Exeter side, but actually it turns out it's more the Plymouth side, which is, it's not far. Anyway, we managed to find it on Google Maps. So we set off looking for this flipping stone circle. Oh my god. It took, I don't know what it took, hours, but we found it. And it was I mean, in the video, I'll check it. I don't know if I'll release it yet because I was so out of breath. We were going up mountains. It felt like mountains. They're probably not mountains at all. But, oh, lordy. I said to her, where is this thing? She went, we don't know. I was like, Gordon Bennett. Yeah, I honestly, if I could have grabbed hold of a sheep and got them to pull me up, I would have done. Oh, it was very strenuous exercise. So we managed to find the stone circle, which was brilliant. And we sort of sat for a little while. And, you know, I put this thing on. I thought, I've got to see what my heart rate is. And actually, it wasn't too bad. I was quite pleased, actually. So, because apparently, to know your level of fitness is really, it's not how out of breath you get, it's how quickly you recover. And I recover really quickly. So I was really chuffed with that, actually. So, I'm going to see if that will come off again. Because I think... Come on, you weren't that sticky when I put you on. So yeah, it's been a rather a vigorous morning, and then we were going to stop at oh, what's the name of the place? It was like a restauranty pub place. For the life of me, I can't remember what it was called. But we pulled in the car park and it was rammed. So yeah, we said, do you know what? We think we'll go home. We were absolutely shattered, and yeah, we parted company. My daughter dropped me off and dropped me off home. The other two went back to their house, and they just planning to slob for the rest of the day, which is fine. So yeah, it was exhausting to say the least, but we found it. So, and apparently we might go up there again when it's the summer solstice, because I want to cover up France, because I'm not particularly worried about going to France. I like France. I've been to France, but it's not. Although, having said that, if I do go on one of those crafting holidays, they are mainly based in France. So maybe we'll leave that open. Let's stick that there. Okay. It's very wonky, but that's me. Okay. So, I completely forgot what I was saying. Yeah. So, anyway, we found it. It's a Celtic circle. That's what I was saying. Summer solstice. That's what I was saying. We think, because the Celts and the Druids did a lot of I'm trying to think what the right word would be. Worshipping, but not necessarily, you know, not witchcraft or anything, but yeah, they were very, because I was trying to explain it to my granddaughter, and she said, why did they? I said, well, because, you know, back when it was Druids. Did I press record again? Yes. I was waiting for the number to change. I said, because back when they were around, you know, it was all very superstition and real dark ages, you know. I said to her, you know, you couldn't actually go on Google and find things, and she was like, oh. I said, you know, they were scared of superstition things and stuff like that. I said, so, you know, anyway. But apparently these stones that we found, this circle, and then there's like a row of stones that goes up, all, I guess, I was going to say similar to Stonehenge, but Stonehenge is in a big, and they're massive. Because I went there many, many years ago when you could actually walk around Stonehenge. You can't now. They've barriered it off because people used to put graffiti on there. So, but back in that day, you could actually walk around it, but they're massive standing stones, whereas these ones were a lot smaller. But the actual circle, but the actual line of stones going off, sort of one big one, and then it sort of went down in size, and it went up over the hill. And my eldest daughter said, I'm pretty sure it's to do with the sun. solstice, basically, when it's at its oh yeah, that would be nicer. And she said, well, what we'll have to do is come back up here at sunset. I said, I am not walking into the middle of Dartmoor at sunset. I said, I'm sorry, because the place is quite creepy at night, to say the least, because there are beasties up there. And I don't fancy meeting one of them in the dark. So she's like, oh yeah, good point. So we might do it, but I said to her, if anything, I'd rather do it at sunrise. And she said, yeah, but sunrise is something stupid like 5 o'clock in the morning. I said, yeah, fine. She went, oh, well, if you're up for it. Well, yeah, why not? So you might get a video about that. There again, you might not. So we shall see. But yeah, things like that. It again, another discussion we sat whilst we were waiting to recover. Was, you know, love to have a time machine and go back to the days when those stones were being used for whatever they used them for, you know, because I don't think anybody really knows, I'll be honest with you. Because obviously written records from that day, those days, just aren't in existence, really, I suppose. Yeah. Anyway, I've got no idea where I'm going with this. What is happening? I'm just sticking stuff down, and we are collaging stuff. And I guess that is the crux of it, isn't it? Tape ruler, where have you gone? There you are. So yeah, it was an interesting walk. Absolutely shattering. It was alright for my youngest, because she had her husky pulling her. I had the sausage dog, and I think I pulled her more than she pulled me. So yeah, I got the bum end of the deal, because my daughter's Patterdale, he was pulling like mad because he could see the sheep. We couldn't let him off the lead, sadly, because there were sheep everywhere, and the Dartmoor ponies as well. And yeah, so we couldn't let them off, which was, you know, sad for them. But if they weren't such idiots, we could let them off, but they are, so you can't. Simple as, really. Yeah. So, fun morning. I was sat downstairs and I nearly dropped off asleep, because fresh air, vigorous exercise. Yeah, I thought, no, get up, stop being such a pensioner. I'm not one yet, but I'm going to quite easily become one, I think. Anyway, it's all good fun. Right, let's get some of these things on here. So I've got my gel plates, I've got my travel, I've got my flowers. I don't want to don't want to over egg the pudding. I don't think I don't get much time to do an awful lot of stuff, so I'm thinking maybe 3 things is enough. Oh, does anybody else suffer with lack of time in their lives? I keep saying that I can't wait to be retired, but most of the retired people I know, they say, I don't even know if I had time to go to work. And I'm like, oh lordy, when do you actually slow down? Do you slow down? I suppose you do. Yeah, see, I'm not using that. It's so flipping sore. Stupid thing to do. It took the nail off and everything. Yeah, dodgy digit, poor thing. The air was a bit blue when I did it. It's like, no. Right, scoot across just a little bit. Thank you. I can't see. Ugh. What's going on here? I don't want you overlapping the top. So yeah, I don't do resolutions, as I said, because I don't think I've managed to keep a resolution yet. I'm not big on, yeah, I don't know why. That might be it. That might be it. What else have we got on here? Some wibbly wobbly scissors here. Let's cut one of those with those, if it'll cut them. Yeah. You're not terribly sticky, are you? So, have you got any resolutions? Do you make resolutions? I don't know. Do people do that anymore? I'm thinking more and more people don't, but I could be wrong. As I say, for me, it's more about goals in life. What do what do you want to try and do this year? And if you don't do it, I mean, if I don't get round to travelling, or I don't get round to doing what I planned I'd like to do, then fine. There's going to be a reason why I haven't done it. And, sad as it is just the cost of it. Yeah. It's just me. Yeah. So that's that really. So I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't get to do any of these things. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, so we'll see. You'll know because I'll be doing videos abroad. There we are. Definitely a circle theme going on here, isn't there? I think that'll do. Do you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to write. Let's get the scruffy handwriting out. So, let's use a Pip pen. So let's do goals. Travel. Flowers in the garden. And my favourite, more jelly printing. Because I want to make more stuff with the gel prints, basically. I love making the books and things that I made. So, just haven't put on Etsy. Yeah. So not resolutions, just goals. More achievable. I mean, a couple of these I'll definitely do. I think I'm definitely going to do the flowers and the jelly printing. But, for travel, if I get around to travel, then fine. If I don't, fine. Not going to beat myself up. It is what it is. C'est la vie. Let's just trim that off there. So, if I look like I'm running out of pages, I'll put some more papers in. But at the moment, I think that'll do. I think this will hold together. If not, I'll take the staples out and stitch it. It's not a problem. Right, there we are. Will that do? What do you reckon? Did you see any of that? Am I even... Yes, I am in the screen. Well done, Susan. Okay. Yeah. That's it. Day one done. Hurrah. So, yeah. We'll see. Let's see if we get these goals done. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.